welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, you'll probably recognise where I am just from the colours of the buildings behind me. I'm going to be focusing on Manchester over the next few weeks, but I thought as I'm in the southwest today, I would do a video showing and maybe answering some questions. If you've ever been to Bath or you've seen it on a photograph or a postcard, you might wonder why all the buildings are made out of the same stone. Today we're starting at the Roman Baths, and the reason why I'm starting here is because it was the Romans who first started using this stone to build with. Obviously it's locally mined and there was plenty of it, and also it's very flexible. It's like a limestone, so it was easily made into the square blocks that the Romans loved to build with. So as you can see there, you got the Roman Baths behind me. So the original building of this would have been built around about 2,000 years ago, and it's been carried on being used ever since. Now we're going to do is take a short walk to some Georgian buildings that were built 17 centuries later, and they've got some interesting stories as well beyond just the stone that they were built with. We're heading up now towards somewhere called the Circus, and we're just passing on my left here at Queen Square, and we're going to go up Gay Street. And if you bear Queen Square and Gay Street in mind, because these are linked to a really interesting story that I only just discovered a couple of days ago myself regarding the design and the building of the circus. So as you can see over there, bus moves, and the van moves, sorry. There's Queen Square, and we're just going to go straight up with this on our left. We're going to go straight up Gay Street, and then we're going to try and find the circus. That's Gay Street right ahead of us. Here we just passed the Jane Austen Centre there, obviously another famous resident of Bath, and we just go straight to the top of Gay Street and you come to the circus. As you go up to the top of Gay Street, it's a bit away from the hustle and bustle, it's not as noisy, a little bit more, but a bit calmer, but as you can see, colours of the buildings are all exactly the same. So the second place I brought you to is the circus. As you can see, the Georgian architecture behind me. Lots of people here today taking photographs of these famous Georgian buildings. So we've travelled forward about 17 centuries from the Roman Baths, and as we can see, the bath stone is still being used as construction. So where we are now is at the circus, and what you've probably noticed is it's in one big circle. So John Wood the Elder, who designed the circus, believed in Druidism, and he believed Stonehenge was a stone temple. So when you look at the unique circular design of these houses, it wasn't necessarily just for aesthetics. The actual diameter of this circus matches Stonehenge, and it was designed this way due to the beliefs of John Wood the Elder. Sadly, John Wood the Elder didn't see it completed. He died not long after construction started of these, and his son, John Wood the Younger, oversaw the completion of it. So they see me behind me, that's number 11, which I've just zoomed in for you, and that was the home of Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone many moons ago. Jane Austen was also said to have visited there in one of her books. I mean, today, if you wanted to live around here, a flat, I mean, that number 11 looks like it's been converted into a flat. a flat would cost you probably at least £400,000. And if you wanted to buy one of the ones that are still a full house, you'd be looking at 10 times that. Speaking of prices today, we come to number 7 here on my right now, which was sold by Nicolas about, I think it's 2009. He sold it for £3.5 million, which was at the time a £500,000 loss on what he paid for it. So yeah, I don't like to film too much. Film it too much. You don't know who's living there today. But that's yeah, that was once the home of Nicolas Cage. One thing I learned during the research is you've got the Circus here, you've got Gay Street and Queen Square, which I just shown you on my way around here. And if you look at this from above, it actually forms a Masonic symbol. So the link to the Freemasons is pretty. I think John Wood the Elder was a Freemason as well as his Druidism beliefs and the Moon Temple beliefs. He was also a Freemason. If you visit the Circus, have a look closely. There's something called the frieze. You look at the symbols. There's some nautical symbols, Masonic symbols also linked to the arts. Yeah, this is something I've never noticed before, even though I've probably walked around here 100 times. There's the Saracens Head. Yeah, apparently the Saracens Head's the oldest pub in Bath. Charles Dickens is meant to have had a pint there back in the day. I can't go there today, I've got my car, but maybe that's a subject of another video in the future. The oldest pubs in the country, go and drink in them all. Cross over a bridge now. Now, if you crossed over it without taking too much notice, you'd be forgiven for thinking you're on just any old street in the world. What it actually is, it's a bridge with shops on both sides covering the entire length of it, and it's one of only a few in the world that have got that. Come with me, I'll show you. So there we've got to our, that's Pulteney Bridge. Again, built out of the Bath stone, and underneath you've got the river going through it. Just walking through it, you wouldn't really know you were on a bridge. There's no sign of the water or anything here. Just the shops on both sides. We've got cafes, see jewellery shops. But yeah, we're on Pulteney Bridge. You see lots of people coming down the steps to get down by the water side. And if you notice there's a sign that says Ponte Vecchio Italian Restaurant. Now, those of you who've got your geography will know that Ponte Vecchio is a bridge in Florence, which also shares the characteristic of having shops on either side. So it's clever marketing, I think, by the Italian restaurant there to call the restaurant Ponte Vecchio. I think it's in Florence, the Ponte Vecchio Bridge, but here we're in Bath. A very similar bridge. As you can see, if you look behind me, you would never know it was a bridge. So you may be wondering why I'm showing you a video of a load of shops. Maybe you think it's not that sort of channel, or maybe you're thinking, oh, finally, it's getting good now. But what I'm just showing you really is that the buildings where I am here at the moment are only about 15 years old. They were built in 2010, and it's just to show really that they're still built out of the Bath stone. As you can see, Levi's over there. It's all Bath stone. Yeah, so from the Romans 20 centuries ago to modern day construction, the Bath stone is still being used. So these days, Bath's a World UNESCO Heritage Site, mainly due to the architecture And these days they want to preserve the status as a UNESCO heritage site, so they have strict planning laws and regulations. When they come to build, they have to build out of the Bath stone, which is why you see the modern buildings where we've just seen all still using the same stone. And it gives Bath its unique character, I think. So if you've ever wondered why Bath looks so uniform, now you know. So what do you think of my video today? Did you learn anything? Did I get anything wrong? Did you know about the Druid connection to the design of the circus and the Masonic layout of the place? I know I certainly didn't. I worked in Bath, I worked in Queen Square for nearly a year, and I never knew any of that. So it just goes to show how much history is hidden in plain sight, and maybe you should explore where you are today.